John Walter and I'm an artist, which might involve painting and other things, but mainly it increasingly involves big performative installations in which I am a protagonist and you are a protagonist if you come to see it. I started in painting and drawing and making books, artist books of drawings, kind of elaborate sketchbooks that become more massive tomes. And then I spent a long time working with different languages of painting and drawing and two kinds of spaces. In the last year and a half, the work has shifted somehow into being more environmental, and I've brought into the equation installation, objects, hospitality, costume, song, sometimes acting, film, and one of the big extensions on this has been collaborating with other people. The exhibition that I'm planning for Smart Gallery is called the Oil Barons Club, and it will be a maximalist world, a kind of externalisation of my brain, bespoke for Aberdeen. I wouldn't say that my work is site-specific or site-generated, although it is partly both of those things. And what we'll do is we'll transform this space into a bar, hosted by Laszlo, who is a knight who wears holographic armour, and he serves felt-tip Guinnesses, which are a kind of cocktail, and quiche. And he might be joined by Rhinestone Miner and Memphis Cowboy, who are two other characters that I'm working with. And there will be a floor, there'll be a wallpaper installation, there'll be a new bar that I'll build, and there'll be a series of prints that I'm making of various characters that relate to Aberdeen and the oil culture here, but also to Dallas, the TV show, which is a current obsession. Well, it's an ongoing obsession. The Oil Barons Club is the name of the bar in Dallas that you constantly see JR getting drunk in. And I wanted to propose something that was an extension of the projects I've been doing, a lot of which have involved hospitality, but which was new for me, and I mean it's inevitably going to be new for the audience here because I haven't done a project here before. One of the main aims as well with Sally has been to try and establish connections to build for later projects as well, which are yet to be discussed. But the way I tend to work is that there's a stock barrel of images that I have that I can then hybridise or juxtapose with somebody else's. So in this case it's Aberdeen's. So there's a kind of cosmology or mythology here that I'm trying to get my head around and see how I can incorporate it. So that if you come as a stranger who lives in London, you'll get something out of it. But if you come as an Aberdonian, you'll get something out of it in a very different way. The real content of the work is about emotions, but it's siphoned through all this other sort of vortex of imagery and ideas, but underneath it, it's quite kind of simple and melancholic. But that you don't need to know that. I mean, you experience that or you don't. But you're coming into a surreal world. So everyone's been very hospitable and generous and kind. So I mean, honestly, it feels like I've known everyone for ages. And I went to the art school and gave this talk and got on with everyone and had good conversations, and it just felt very comfortable. So I'm hoping that all of those new friendships feed into the show. Just for one night you go all out and you build a bar, you lay a thing, you have all this zhuzh, you get a band, it's all it's wild.